Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome to our November unboxing. How is everyone? If you're able to hop on and visit, say hi. Let me know what you're up to. Hopefully, you are finding time to get crafty. Just make sure everything looks okay. I'm in the right group. All right. So, this video is about showing you what's in your box, what you should be looking for, and the supplies that you're going to need. And then just a chat session to check in with you guys, see how it's going. If you have any questions, concerns, issues, things like that, pop on, throw them in the comments. I'd love to help. If you're struggling with the technique or finding something or whatever it may be crafty related, I'd love to visit about it. I love crafty stuff, obviously. Just a quick note before we get started. Joybox is 3 this year, you guys. I am just blown away by that. 3 years, I would never have thought. I don't know. 3 years is a long time. And I am so thankful for each and every one of you. I have a handful of you who have been with us for 3 years, and I am just so grateful to be able to do what I love and offer this box and share my love of crafting and try new things and all the things. So thank you for that. There will be a post later this week in regards to a birthday post on that, but keep your eye out for that. So yeah, 3 years. Crazy. I haven't counted the amount of boxes I've shipped yet. I'm kind of curious to get some stats on that. So again, I'll share that later in the group. But yeah. So Joybox, here is the insert. This month we are doing a Christmas wintry theme, gingerbread bakery. So on your insert, obviously, just a reminder to write yourself on the calendar. You are important. Your time is valuable, and it is in the best interest of everyone around you if you have some time dedicated for yourself to recharge and do all that. Hi, Sarah Lynn. I know, 3 years. Thank you so much for being with us. It has just been such a blessing. Love it. So the video tutorials obviously are going to be in the Facebook group or on our website. We have a dedicated page on our website for that. So if you wanted to detach from social media, you can do it there. Open your box and inspect all your items. Let us know right away if anything is missing or damaged, and we will get you a replacement out. So at no extra cost to you. And then, as always, post a picture in your group. I love seeing what everyone does, how everyone does their craft. It inspires me, and it inspires others to get started or try something new. So it's a great inspiration to share your story and your pictures. So, all right. If you didn't know, this will bring you right to the Facebook group. So if you are getting ready to craft and if you're anything like me, you're a part of a billion groups, it seems like, on Facebook, and sometimes finding the group that you want to get to can be cumbersome. So the scan code will take you right to the group. And then the links here for your quick access to the video tutorials, the member login, and email. If you need anything, feel free to email me at any time. Okay, so mine's a bit of a mess, but yours will come in some sort of protective case like this. Although some of the local ladies, I forego that just because I knew yours wasn't shipping. So you might not see this protective case. Anyways, this can get discarded and tossed as soon as you get your pieces all out. Now, some of these curlier cues, when they come out, sometimes that curly cue will get stuck. So just be gentle and gently just push it through. If you have like an X-Acto knife that can help get into those tiny pieces, a piercing tool, something small can help get through those if your fingers can't, but they should just fall out. If not, just be gentle and wiggle them out. But so this can get tossed. So the base looks like this. It has all of the letters scored in, so we can paint right over the score marks and still see those after the fact. So don't feel like you have to, you know, get really creative in trying to paint around those. Paint over it all, and then you'll still see those where you can do the placement. Remember, every piece has an empty backside. So if you wanted to do something different, flip it over. And then you can put your frame on, and then maybe you just want the gingerbread, or maybe you just want, I don't know, the placement to be a little bit different. You have a blank slate on the back. So always keep that in mind. All of our signs come that way, so you can have a little flexibility there. So then you've got your frame, and it isn't super fragile, but it does have a little bit of flexibility with it. So be gentle with it. If your frame kind of is wobbly, remember, once we get it painted and glued down, it will lay flat with your board. That's just the way that thin wood works after it cuts, just depending, you know, on how it was all manufactured. It could have a little bit of flex with it. It might look warped or wrong, but it's not. It's perfectly fine and has that flexibility to be just glued down. So gingerbread, and then where's my dot? Here's my dot. You have a dot for your ginger. Usually I attach these, but this one was big enough that I left it separated. And then you've got the house. Comes in a couple different parts. So let me move. You've got the outside piece, and then the house piece, the door frame, the door, the window, and then you also have a chimney top. So that's all the pieces for the house. You'll have Santa's favorite. And one thing I want to note is Santa has this little apostrophe. And honestly, I hate apostrophes in this size because they're so hard to work with. I meant to leave it out purposefully, but it got snuck back into my design. I forgot. Essentially, I forgot to leave it out. So you did get a tiny little apostrophe, but I typically, when I have apostrophes on any of my designs, let me just bring this out. I mean, this thing is so super small, and it's hard to paint, and it's kind of a pain. Again, I try and leave them out or attach them to the next letter. I didn't. I forgot to do that. It's there if you want to try and fiddle with that tiny piece. It is in your kit, but most likely I'm going to just leave it out and just color this in black where that score mark is and be done with it. It's a lot easier than trying to deal with that, but that's up to you. It is there. Just be aware. If you see something that looks like a sliver or a broken piece, it might be your apostrophe, so keep that in mind. So you've got Santa's favorite, cookies, candies, and cakes. And then this scored area around the cookies, candies, and cakes, it might look like there should be a frame there, but there isn't. I left it unframed so we could paint it. So that's a painted piece. And then you've got the two hearts up above in this half circle. Baked with love will all be there. I won't lay all those out and bore you with that. Your base has the sawtooth hanger at the top for hanging purposes. And then this little star covers that. So you don't see that, but you can still hang it from the back. So you've got one star and two tree cookies at the top, a gingerbread man, and then 6 peppermint swirls for the top, and then 2 small peppermint swirls for the bottom. And I placed those peppermint swirls around the Scents 1772 down here. But you can place them wherever. You can place the gingerbread man wherever. Maybe he's over by the house. There's that flexibility always with our design. So I'm excited to see how you guys paint that. So I won't go through and place all my letters down, but that is what comes in your kit. So the extra that doesn't get advertised, that's just kind of a surprise for you guys, is, let's take a look at that here, this little baggie that you have in your kit. I love doing ornaments. I just love decorating ornaments or making ornaments. So that's kind of my thing with you guys. Every November box, I give you a new set of ornaments. Last year we did wood slices. Oh gosh, I can't remember what we did the year before. But we've got some gingerbread cookie ornaments. So you've got a house, a gingerbread man, and a gingerbread woman. You've got string to hang it. So this is 36 inches. If you cut it 12 inches, you've got a string for each. And we'll go over that in the tutorial too. But this little thing is fun. I'm not sure if anybody's ever tried to paint with a bottle. It's super popular right now. But what we're going to do is we're going to fill this little bottle with a super fine tip with paint. And then you can create these beautiful designs, just like if you were writing. You do squeeze and it comes out. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's super easy and fun. And I just thought that would be something cool to try out, especially since we're doing cookies. And this reminds me of like a piping bag or something. You know, I thought how cool to do some really pretty designs and kind of play with it, especially on the cookies. You can also do it on your big sign as well. I'll show you that in the video. But that's what this bottle is for. It has a lid. So this little plasticky bit is the lid. This goes around the bottle top here. You kind of slide all the way down to the neck, and then it attaches just like that. And then once you've got your paint in there, you can screw this top on, and then this little piece goes right over that needle top, just like that, to keep it protected. Now, one thing to note that is kind of a pain is this does get clogged fairly easy. So I keep a needle nearby. I just have a little sewing needle that I can push it down in there and clear it out. Once you get paint in there and start using it, just make sure that your lid is on all the time. Remember, acrylic paint dries super fast, and because this is such a small nozzle, it does get clogged, but it's fun to play with and paint with. So I hope that inspires you to maybe try different types of bottles that you might have, whether it's something more like this bottle here obviously has a wider tip, but you can get bottles like this like at the Dollar Tree or something like that. I can't even get it closed. There we go. And they're fun to paint with too. So you can get different bottles anywhere and try painting with them and try something new. So anyways, that's what that is. That is our fun little extra this month. And I think, oh, so that's what you've got in the box. Let's talk about what you're going to need. So paint, I used white and black, and then the red I used was Flamenco Red by Apple Barrel, and the brown is a nutmeg brown. It's a really pretty gingerbread cookie color, but you could use any brown that you have. And really that's it. I didn't do any distressing on my original sign. I might add some distressing techniques in the second one. For those of you who've been with me, you know I have a really hard time painting the same thing twice, so I like to mix it up. But those are the colors I used. And geez, I might even paint with green tomorrow just to show you what red and green, the two different one colors, look like. Because I mean, there's green peppermint swirls out there, right? Anyways, so those are the colors I used in the original. You're going to need some makeup wedges for all those tiny pieces and masking tape to hold them down. Makeup wedges like this you can get at the dollar store or Walmart, Amazon. Large flat brush to paint the background, or even a black sponge brush works. So something like this or something large. Where is my bigger paintbrush? That ain't much bigger. Something that can cover the surface fairly quickly is what you want there. A detail brush or a paint pen. So this is where this little bottle can come in too. If you don't have a paint pen or don't want to do any detail work, this is kind of what this is for. And this is to create that frosting edging around the tree and the star and on the house and the gingerbread man to give us a cool frosting tip. Also, a detail brush does the same thing if this isn't as thick as you want it, or you can use a paint pen, which I thought I just had. An acrylic paint pen works great too. You're going to need glue. Make sure it's clear drying glue. Anything like a wood glue, tacky glue, super glue. It does not need to be wood glue. Scissors. I don't think we need scissors. Oh yes, scissors to cut your string. I was thinking of something else. Again, masking tape, baby wipes, a sanding block. If you want to do any distressing, make sure you have a water cup to rinse your brushes, a paint plate, rags, paper towels, and a blow dryer to help speed up the process. So a lot of those things are things, nothing really new there. And I think that's it. I think that covers it. All right, so let's just see if we have any other comments or questions. If you're catching this on the replay and have questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to share some new crafty tool you bought, which I always love hearing about, throw them in the comments. I do keep an eye out on our videos so that we can, and I'll make sure to respond. All right, so I will be doing the tutorial tomorrow morning, and then we'll get the video edited into sections so that you can go to the chapter or section that you need. And then we'll get it posted here in the group and on the website tomorrow night, so it should be ready by the end of the day tomorrow. I will send out an email with that announcement. You'll also see it posted in the group when that's ready. And yeah, I think that's it. I have lots of ideas for the next year in terms of designs and stuff. I have been working on really getting into designing my own kits on the website, and that has just kind of opened the doors to assortment of new things. Such as the market box that was a couple months ago, and just doing some different things with the laser and creating different projects. So I'm excited to kind of dive into that. But yeah, all right. So I will let you go. I hope you guys have a great evening. Don't forget to write yourself in the calendar. Find time to get to that crafty stuff. You'll feel better at the end. I know it feels overwhelming or guilty to sit down and craft for a few minutes, but even if you just get that first coat painted, you know, that's always my thing is if I'm feeling overwhelmed, if I'm feeling guilty, if I'm feeling tired, if I feel like I don't have enough time, I always just say, all right, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to get the first coat down on everything. And by the time I'm done with my first coat, I'm ready to just keep going. I think after, you just sit down and get into it, I think then it gets a little bit easier, and you continue on. So find that one thing that can get you to sit down, and hopefully that helps. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of the evening, and I will chat with you later. Bye.